Hi, we're here with Chris Niemi, Paragon Automotive. We're going to talk about checking your fluid levels. So Chris, where do we start?
It's very important, especially going on a long trip or in the summertime, for that matter, is your antifreeze or your coolant. Once again, most reservoirs have a clear reservoir, so you can actually see in there. This one again has a minimum and a maximum fill line. This one's somewhere in between, and so it's really good. Another thing you want to check on the coolant, to go to your mechanic, you want to make sure that the coolant level is up and that it also the pH and the nitrates are good, as well as the freezing level. The coolant can look nice and clean, although the freezing level might not be up to where you want it to be. If you're going to go up skiing or something, obviously you want your antifreeze to be at the proper freezing level. The pH and the nitrates are going to be for the lubrication and the rust inhibitors of the coolant system. So we actually have a test strip that we put in the coolant, and it tells us exactly where the pH and the nitrates are, as well as the freezing levels. There is one more thing that I'd like to show you real quick. If you're going to go on a long trip, you kind of want to check out your belts. Now, some belts they call them a V belt, and they'll have multiple belts. But on most of the new vehicles, you have what's called a serpentine belt, and you'll just have one belt. This one actually has two belts, one for the AC, and then one for the serpentine belt for the alternator power steering. Now, this is a very good belt. They've got some notches in the belt, but you don't see any cracks in the belt. If you start to see some cracking in the belts, that's going to start to tell you that the belt is starting to get worn, and you're starting to get checked from being dry and worn down. So just another one you want to check. This one has a self-tensioner on it, so you just want to make sure that the belt feels snug, and then you're good to go. We actually offer free inspection, so if you wanted to come in, make an appointment, we can take a look at your vehicle for you and check all the fluids and get it up in the air and check everything out for you.
Super.